Hi everybody, I'm Suzanne Gilberg. I'm the Chief Clinical Officer of Monarch, and I am the first doctor to make the conversion with Monarch support from a very busy insurance-based practice into an annual membership, gynecology, women's health focused concierge practice. Here's my office. I want to show you around and show you where the magic happens. Let's start with a waiting room. First of all, I came from a practice where there were like 35 people overflowing and 14 pregnant people, and now it is peaceful and light-filled, and there's basically one person at a time in this waiting room, and they can hang out wherever they want. They can go get a coffee, they can get a tea, they can have a snack, they can read. They start here, and then my medical assistant comes to get them to start that process. Everybody starts their journey here. They come on in and they talk to my medical assistant. They get their vitals drawn in this lovely room, and they get onto the body composition scale where we do their body composition. This tells them not only their weight and BMI, but their fat and lean body mass distribution, which is very important data for all of us to kind of start the health journey together. We do all our own labs in the office if people choose to do so, so we've got our whole setup here, but we also make it available to them to go to a LabCorp station near them if it's easier for them. Next, they come into the clinical area. We always start with a consultation fully clothed in my office. So I think one of the biggest benefits to me and to my patients is a sense of ease and relaxation. They come into my office and we sit and we have a lot of time. And this is great for both of us because there's time to get to know each other, to develop that safety and trust, and to really understand their health goals and who they are as a person. What I have found is that it's created a huge amount of brain space for me so that I can think more creatively about what is going on with them and what the path forward might be. Having 45 minutes to 60 minutes to just sit and talk may seem overwhelming at first, but in fact, you get so much more information and you get it even in that first meeting. I also have a lot more time to communicate with their other physicians, to actually read their chart during the day, not after hours, and to think about how to approach whatever is bothering them. I'm reading a lot more during the day, and that is really helping me create better solutions for them. They feel less rushed, they feel more connected, and they feel more cared for. Everybody does not have a physical examination every single time, but when and if they do need one, including for their annual PAP or any other medical issues that arise, we do it in here. Again, very pleasant. I only need one examination room. I actually have a flex room, but I only need one examination room because on a busy day, I'm interacting with 8 patients, and all of those are not necessarily in the office, and all of those are not necessarily getting an exam, but we have the capacity to do it. I still like to do gynecologic ultrasounds, and it's really helpful, especially for somebody who's having abnormal bleeding or pain, or maybe has a history that we want to stay on top of. It's great for me and great for the patients to be able to do this in the office. And I don't know if any of you come from institutions or offices where you had that huge GE thing that was like $1 million and bigger than, you know, a VW bus. But now we've got these guys. These are Wi-Fi enabled. We walk around with an iPad, and it's just really helpful to have this in the office for me. One of the things that I really love being able to offer is the InMode Empower system. So what we have here is this wonderful machine and multiple attachments that we can use. So one of them, and probably the most popular in the office, is something called the V-Tone, and that is for increasing pelvic floor tone, and it's effective for mild to moderate genuine stress urinary incontinence. So my patients love that. That is part of my membership, but we also can use radio frequency with and without microneedling for genitourinary syndrome and menopause, also very effective. For people who are interested, there are other attachments that you can use for radio frequency with microneedling, for instance, for body contouring, for scar revision. There's a lot of flexibility here, and the patients really love having the option of doing it in this office with us. In this space, we have a lot of room, and so one of the really exciting collaborations that we have created is with a new company called B-Sound that does automated breast ultrasound in our office. They have their own practice, they're doing their own thing, but it's available to my patients in the office, which is really fantastic. Thanks for joining me at my office. I really love showing off the wonderful way that we all can practice if we have the right support, and you know where to reach me because I would love to talk to you if you have more questions.